But Jamaicans are telling Black Americans, don't come. Yeah, you heard that right. And when Black Americans heard this, the reactions were confusing, frustration, and for some, straight up disbelief. Because the question is, how can two groups with shared roots feel so disconnected? Let's watch these clips and then I'll come back with more comments.
I'm speaking to the ones who are not in fat culture.
Here we go with this culture shit.
The ones that are like kind of new money, right? The ones that don't know how to read the room. Y'all, can y'all stop coming to our country?
Y'all need that for the economy.
Just stop. Like, we know, because we've been watching it our whole lives, we know that your own government don't like Black Americans. We know that unless you are very wealthy in that country, that they don't care about you guys. That at best you're living in a very okay situation. If you're middle class, you still got poor cousins and poor aunties and poor uncles, right? So I hate to see when y'all get your little monies, whether you affirmed it, you put on your credit card, or you went into some new money. I hate to see y'all come to what you consider third world countries and try to flex on locals. I hate to see it. What are you guys doing? You know how the saying is all skin folk and kin folk?
I think it's very ironic and very rich coming from a Jamaican woman that probably does not spend majority of her time in Jamaica, because you got other videos where you're talking with a straight American accent. You look really Americanized. You look great, by the way. But what do you mean stop coming to the country? Y'all's economy is solely driven by tourism. Are you basically saying like, oh, we only want the whitey to put their foot in our ass? We only want the Asian and the Chinese to come over and continue to steal and you basically own all of our beaches and all of our ports, because y'all don't own shit over there talking about our government doesn't like us. You can't even, your beaches are privatized, love. You can't even go on your beaches unless you probably pay or unless you probably get a day pass from one of the resorts. So how do you look down on Americans talking about how our government treats y'all, where I see videos of you all selling your goods and products on the street while the Chinese are the ones with the stores, and they looking at you as an overseer, making sure that they don't even let y'all like count the money and work the till. That's what y'all call it out there, the till. We call it like the cash register. And I've been to Jamaica a couple of times. You also went on to say how we're so rude and we're entitled. I've been to Jamaica a few times. I've stayed in a villa. I've stayed on a resort. And getting off the plane starting in the goddamn airplanes, rude as fuck. So rude. There's a running joke about how rude Jamaicans are. Like literally. People will be like, oh, I want to go. There's literally people making skits, going into Jamaican restaurants to get oxtail or jerk chicken or whatever else it is, and getting the most horrific customer service ever. But they still, frequent, because we all black. You said skin folk and kinfolk. We all black, and the food is good. We not all Jamaican restaurants got good food, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. I've literally been on resorts where they've not wanted to service me, but they will run behind the white people real fucking quick fast. And our money spends green. We tip and do all of the same shit like everybody else. But it's just because we have the same hue of complexion, y'all feel like y'all don't have to give us the best customer service. And I'm not talking about the hurricane. I'm talking about generally speaking, because y'all act like y'all give the best customer service. I've literally sat at restaurants for an hour waiting for my food because y'all move like molasses. Not all, but I'm just talking about my own personal experience. One time I went out there with a friend, and he was so pissed off at the disgusting demeanor of some of the Jamaican people that worked at the resort. We just had to walk it off. I'm like, it's okay, like let's just walk away. I asked one time, I got on the line and I was asking her about something that was on the menu. She pointed to the menu, wouldn't even fucking utter a word to me. But when the white people came, hi, oh yes, good morning, man. Not all, because I did come across a few that was very nice. But in general, Jamaicans are known for having nasty attitudes and bad customer service. Like, let's call a spade a spade. And once again, like, this hurricane is terrible. A lot of the people that are making videos just because they look like us are not even fucking Americans. Y'all are just using this as an excuse to dogpile, be xenophobic, and spew your hatred and disdain toward Black American people. There was a big girl. She's from Bermuda. Y'all not generalizing all people from there. Y'all ain't doing that. I've seen white tea content creators. Y'all not talking about the whites. Y'all not doing that. So like, and you talking about new money in a firm, girl, the average median salary for a Jamaican in USD is like literally not even $5,000 a year. So you need to stop that. That highbrow, and that's what we be talking about. Like, you looking down on people talking about your government, your government. Girl, y'all don't even fucking own shit. The natives can't even go to the beaches. And I'm gonna keep hollering that from the rooftops because of the fucking nerve. Y'all be grateful and glad and blessed. It's a privilege to even be able to work on a resort out there. So stop that. I've seen the conditions that a lot of y'all live in with my own two eyes. This is utterly insane. Anyway, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Like,
are saying that Black Americans should not be welcomed over to the country because they are disrespectful and they look like them, even though they are not Jamaicans. They look like them, but they are unappreciative and they're not compassionate, because if the whole place is ravaged, then why aren't you helping, or why are you sitting there demanding more or greater services, or why are you still demanding the same services that you would have got had the hurricane not been there? And I can see it on both sides, right? Obviously, you don't want to be in a space if you are a tourist destination where you say don't come back, because, like I said, you need all the American dollars and any other dollars from any other place that you can get. And then at the same time, because you got to look at it from the tourist perspective also. Why would you expect to do something or get some kind of service? And number one, why are you traveling over there during hurricane season? That's number one. But number two, you can't expect it, but then at the same time, they still paid their money, like, it's not like they're going to get their money back. I'm assuming that they're not going to get their money back, but then you can handle it with a level of decorum. So everybody just have to be level headed. But that's basically how things are playing out so far. Let me play some more.
Not enough. Leave them alone. And let me say, go on in the yard and don't come back. Do not come back. To all the Americans down there, Black Americans in the hotel and the resorts, who talking shit about the workers and about Jamaica. As soon as the airport opens, y'all go home. Go home. Go home. Jamaicans didn't call y'all down there. Y'all know a storm was coming. A hurricane was coming. A whole of 10 days. Y'all knew this. Y'all have a chance to go home. You choose to stay. Then y'all talking shit, talking about food, and talking about Jamaicans treat us this way. Look what we eating for breakfast. One on yam America for breakfast. One on yam. Jamaicans, it call on down there. When you see the people them in there are serve, people them have them family could have go home to, and them still in there serving, and sit down and talk fuck. Go on a bumbo clot, you not put back on a blood clot down there. Now go back down there, because we never call on down there. But it thinking American. Now put on a bomb back, like chuck to a big pussy mama and come back with blood clot island. Pussy hole like don't come back.
Another thing, Black people, when y'all travel into these countries like the Caribbean and stuff like that, can y'all please leave your entitlement at home? Please leave it at home. Let me tell you, in Jamaica, the hotel workers and service workers, they're the front line of tourism. They are literally there to make sure you have a great time when you reach the country. They are people that you treat nicely. There are people that you tip well. And I see it too many times when Americans come to Jamaica and y'all flexing on the.
So what is actually happening? A wave of videos have been going viral showing Jamaicans expressing frustrations towards tourists, including the Black Americans. And in those videos, Black Americans are reacting, wait, aren't we family? That tension right there, that is what we are breaking down today. Some Black Americans creators are saying that we thought Jamaica would feel like home. Why are we being treated like outsiders? And on the other side, some Jamaicans are saying, respect the culture when you come here. Don't assume you understand Jamaica just because of shared ancestry. And if you really listen, both sides feel misunderstood. But let's be real for a second. This isn't really about not wanting people to visit. So when people say do not come, what they often mean is don't come with the wrong mindset. Here is where it gets deeper. Black Americans and Jamaicans share African roots, and their histories split a long time ago. different cultures, different identities, different struggles. So, when one side expects instant connection and the other side sees a foreign visitor, that gap, that's where the tension starts. Let's continue with these clips and then I'll come back with more comments.
So why could we leave when y'all feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We going to get something to eat.
No, everything closed across the street. Everything closed. Gas station, the shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you gonna give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful.
When urban fix the airport so the people can go in them yard. Because frankly, I'm tired of them. And you know the funny thing is, it's not the people that are complaining, it's the ones that look like us that are complaining and I do the most. So guess what? When urban fix the airports and I go in a yard. And as for ungrateful people, don't come back. We don't need no money, we don't need no family. Please me, I'm gonna don't come back. It's when things are up and running again, don't come back. And if you do come back, I hope the ancestors them know what to do, I don't know. You guys are rude and you guys are disrespectful. Please me, I'm gonna do not set foot on the next flight to Jamaica. There's so many other countries to visit, don't come back. Because we don't treat you well, don't come back. And us Jamaicans too, we're too a little bit enough and forgiving. I'm telling you this, it's when time when you see them in them country and I deal with them certain type of way, leave them. Because like me say, if you check the persons that are complaining and the person where they do the most, it's not them people them who do the most. It's the ones them who look like we. See, it's when you see them in them country and them I deal with them in witchy water way, man on a business.
All right, so I know that the accent can get pretty crazy. I actually had to listen to it multiple different times to catch the majority of what they were saying, but let me just give you the synopsis, right? So basically, you have this hurricane that just recently happened in Jamaica, and so different posts on social media is starting to surface of people like the one person, and then there was like another person that was Americans that were visiting Jamaica that was feeling some type of way about the fact that they were still being charged full price while at the same time they weren't getting the services, rightfully so, because a hurricane had just tore through that mug. So Jamaica was just absolutely ravaged. Obviously, we know that it is a tourist destination, so I don't really take what this person says that much, because they saying, well, listen, you're disrespectful, we don't like it. How can you complain when the whole country is ravaged? But then at the same time, y'all need all the tourists that y'all can get, especially now, considering that y'all don't really have any industries that will hold the whole place up. You know what I'm saying? So essentially what you see happening is people from Jamaica, not all of them obviously, but a lot of them, to have the conversation on the internet and it's starting to go viral, are saying that Black Americans should not be welcomed over to the country because they are disrespectful and they look like them, even though they are not Jamaicans. They look like them, but they are unappreciative and they're not compassionate, because if the whole place is ravaged, then why aren't you helping, or why are you sitting there demanding more or greater services, or why are you still demanding the same services that you would have got had the hurricane not been there? And I can see it on both sides, right? Obviously, you don't want to be in a space if you are a tourist destination where you say don't come back, because like I said, you need all of the American dollars and any other dollars from any other place that you can get. And then at the same time, you know, because you got to look at it from the tourist perspective also. Why would you expect to do something or get some kind of service? And number one, why are you traveling over there during hurricane season? That's number one. But number two, you can't expect it, but then at the same time, they still paid their money, you know? Like, it's not like they're going to get their money back. I'm assuming that they're not going to get their money.
Let's talk about something else that is keeping up safety. Some people are saying that Jamaica isn't safe for Black Americans or even Americans in general. And yes, like many countries, there are areas with higher crimes, but millions of people visit every year without issues. So the real conversation shouldn't be fear. It should be awareness. Where you go, how you move, and who you trust. That matters anywhere in the world. So here is another thing people don't talk about enough. Social media doesn't reward balance. It rewards extremes. So if one person says something controversial like don't come to Jamaica, that clip spreads way faster than hey, come visit, just be respectful. And suddenly a few loud voices start to sound like the majority. Most Jamaicans are welcoming, most visitors have a great time, and most of these tensions only really exist online. That is important to remember. And at the heart of all of this is something deeper than travel. It is about identity. Black Americans looking for connections and the Jamaicans protecting their own culture. So neither side is completely wrong. But without understanding, it turns into conflict. So instead of asking who is right, maybe the better question here is what are we missing about each other? Because once you understand that, everything changes. If you are a Black American thinking about visiting Jamaica, go with respect, not expectations. Learn about the culture before you arrive. Treat it like someone else's home because it is. And if you are Jamaica watching this, remember a lot of visitors are coming with genuine curiosity. Not everyone is trying to disrespect the culture. That mutual understanding, and that's where the real connection happens. Back to you, my audience. I want to hear this from you. Do you think this is real tension or is social media blowing it out of proportion? And if you've actually been to Jamaica, what was your experience like? Tell us on the comment section below and kindly remember to keep it respectful. At the end of the day, this isn't about Jamaica. It's about how people who share history can still feel worlds apart. And maybe this conversation is exactly what needs to happen to close gaps like this. So if you want more real conversations like this, hit the subscribe button and join our family. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.